All right, this Hangout on Air is live. It is May 1st, 2019. Let's see if I'm getting on to the other side here. I got some kind of technical snafu. I don't know. Let us wait and see. Don't know if I'm showing up on there. Weird. Something weird's going on. Oh, wait a minute. Turn this thing off. Hey, how you doing, Susan? Are you guys able to see me? I don't see myself, bro. Let me refresh this page.
He connects with people.
Gotta watch an ad to get on your own damn thing. Yeah. Well, there I am. Yay. Hello, everybody. Turn that off there. Yeah, glad I'm home digging for gold. How are you, sweetheart? Nice to see you. I am back on the Rancho. I'm sitting in front of the back 40 here, enjoying the day. Had a little bit of sunshine. Polly, how you doing, sweetie? Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. My thing, I had to refresh the page on the Watch side. Joe Smith, thank you again for being along, honey. Another fun time. How bad do you think the damage to Mallory's car? I did not see. I did not see what happened to Mallory's car. The last thing I saw of Mallory's, I just commented on her video about the DJI Osmo versus the little handheld Osmo. If she had an accident, I'm really sorry to hear that. Cassidy, how you doing, honey? Cassidy's like, man, these adventures just rock out here, Rosie. You see Oda May's comment. Oh, Rosie, love it. But, oh, that camouflage jacket. That's what I got to hide from the popo on here. Missing Crazy Great, one chooch at a time. Yeah, how you doing, Limo? How are you? Did Mallory have a car accident? Oh man, a man pulled out in front of her. Wow, I hope. Shit, is she okay? I didn't see it. Man, it's just the times we live in. It's like every time I drive 50 miles, 40 miles maybe down to Point Reyes Station. It's a lovely drive, but there's always something freaky going on. Always somebody pulling in front, doing something. Let's see. Yeah, what a shame. Traffic. Yeah, I see. Oh, she was streaming. Okay, well, shit happens. I feel bad. I don't know. At least it wasn't her fault. I guess a man pulled out in front of her. She seemed okay. She was waiting on the police to arrive. Well, the bottom line is if she's okay, I mean, it's easy for me to say, but, some clown, had like a cart on the side of a building, and I went down that side, was here in town, and I got a big crease down the back of from the door through the rear fender. It sucks. $700. I just like forget it. She seemed okay. She was waiting on the popo. Yeah, thank you guys for being down. It was another epically good. I got some more video coming up. I have dinner last night that I'll be putting up on the O'Kelly channel. I also have a nice walk around the town of Tamales, which I'm going to be putting live too. I'm trying to think about it. And then I have the dinner last night, and today. I think that's about what I have. And then of course the weekend's coming up again. I got home, the gas cap still giving me problems. Jen had picked up the gas cap today, so I'm going to install the new gas cap when I'm done the hangout here, and hopefully that makes a difference. How you doing, Cheryl? How are you? Oh yeah, I've been getting plenty of sun, honey. Plenty of sun. I don't want to burn up in Las Vegas, so I got to be very careful of Bobby. I got to make sure he's really sunscreened up because Bobby's like the ultimate snowflake. So, Oh man. So yeah, it's hard to believe. It's this time next. What time is it here? This time next week, we'll be rolling into Las Vegas, loaded with beer and ready for a good time. Hey, Rosie, have you thought about buying a code reader? Yeah. My friend Tasha Teeling, she threatened me. She said, Rosie, I'm going to smack you upside the head. But see, the problem is, Limo, this. Oh, you've been moving, unpacking, cleaning. Okay, Cassidy. The problem with the code reader is I'm getting a false code reading. Okay, I know. Let's put it this way. Once your check engine light legitimately comes on your vehicle. Now, hear what I'm saying. Once that check engine light comes on, don't even worry about the transmission symbol coming on. But once that comes on, that check engine light should not turn off until the problem is assessed and fixed. Correct? Yes, it's correct. It should not go away. But the fact that I take the cap off and the fact that I put the cap on, the gas cap, then the engine transmission light goes off, and then if I let the car sit over, for a few hours, start it up, then the check engine light is off. So I go up the road and both lights are off. So, how you doing, hipster? Having nice to see you. Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing, sweetie pie? Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't think I need a legitimate reading, and this gas cap is just the thing that's causing the problems. I replaced it last June, and it lasted 6 or 7 months with no problem. Gas cap. Let's see. Are you moving, hipster? You moving somewhere? How you doing, Yasmin? Nice to see you, honey. Just chilling out on the Rancho a little bit, reflecting on another really good trip down to Point Range Station. Yeah, I'm getting there, Nathan. I don't want to, like I said, I got to really be protective of Bobby when I get down to. Bobby's a snowflake, right? So I'm gonna have to make sure he gets his shade. He's not gonna be much of a pool person, but I want to make sure I don't burn up. Do you know if Missy Jan found if she can take? Yeah, she's read that. She's researched that. I'm going to tell you right now, Cheryl, in her opinion, and I think she'll be doing her hangout tomorrow morning and talk to her about that. In her opinion, this Ocrevus just is so. The efficacy of this Ocrevus is so great. Well, you saw the card that we had signed for Gina C. As she's gone through rehab to try to get the use of her hands back again. Very frustrating, but she's desperate to get on that Ocrevus because it's so good. Yeah, factor 50. That's what I'm going to have, Polly. Oh yeah, last night was epic fun. I just tell you, I know a lot of people go on vacation. A lot of y'all have a lot of money. A lot of y'all were raised in. I wasn't raised bad. I think my family did a good job with me considering the number of people in the house and the constraints of money and stuff. But y'all like to go on vacation. You like to go to nice places. You like to rub elbows with nice people. Go to places where you can have a nice candlelight. You really enjoy yourself. I'm kind of like the exact opposite. I have such a high discomfort factor when I'm in really try to be elegant. I look like a doofus. I look like a total dork. So when I get to places and I'm hanging on the streets, and of course you guys know I like street screaming. I get on the streets and then it's just I meet people, and I have a fascinating time. You met Maddie, the jam maker, the biggest pot distributor in town, and her dog buddy, nice people. So. Yeah, you can go over and sign her card. It's on the Rosie O'Kelly channel. You from my hospital room. Oh, was hit on the. Oh man, was hit head on. Oh my goodness, you and Mallory. Somebody pulled out on Mallory today. Wow. Yeah, it's funny stuff. Yeah, I go with the flow. Go with the flow. I'm not like that. I always go to the Rockies. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, hipster. You're like a nature girl. You know, my dream of hipster heaven is to come upon her nude bathing in a stream high up in the Colorado Rockies. True confessions. Oh, Cheryl, I'm an idiot. Cornolio, how are you? Yeah, street streaming is fun. Nathan, my vacation gone to the next town overnight. Yeah, it's a nice. Vacations are more and more, unaffordable for people. It's like, wow, it's like crazy. Look at hipster, bathing in the mountain stream. Let's just record that and then play that back in cinematic slow motion. And there's Rosie tromping up to ruin the mood. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Wow, I'm so sorry, Robin. When I first moved here on the street 8 years ago, and it's at the end of the month, the 31st was my settlement day in 2011. So there's going to be 8 years I've been here. It's hard to believe. I still have to find the old video, what the place looked like when I first got here, and re-upload that. Find that in believe it or not, I have about 15 terabytes of videos over the years. But people used to go pretty slow here, 25 in a residential area. Now you got people doing 60, 70, 80 miles an hour down here in such high density areas. So, yeah, my imagination keeps things rocking pretty good, hipster. I'll just kind of lay there in the van and, you get kind of. How you doing, Joey D? There's Missy Jen. I'm having a rough day today. There's the Missy on there. It's breezy in the afternoon. We get the afternoon breeze comes off the ocean and it cools things. It probably got up to about 74 today. It's beautiful weather. Absolutely. You probably can't see it. All the blossoms are now gone off the apple tree back there. That was really beautiful. Yeah, it was fun watching Billy Boy last night. Wild Billy. Yeah, last night was an epic, great night. Yep, Robin. I hope you're okay, honey. William rocked it yesterday. When the van is a rocking, don't come a knocking. Yeah, the van did okay. I'm finding myself adjusting when I'm in the van to being. I guess if you're tired enough, it was damn cold last night. It was about, I guess it was 49, 48 degrees. But I had the big sleeping bag over top of me. And then I had this horrific cramp in my calf, my left calf this morning. Oh, God, you couldn't stand up to, if I opened the door to stand up, then I'd stupidly trigger the car alarm. Bam, bam. Everybody would be looking out the doors and windows and shit. But I slept okay, Yeah, it was some adventure last night. That's the way I want my trip across America to be. I want to roll into places, meet people, and hang out with people. I'm not saying I want to have Billy Boy up to the Rancho, but I'm saying we sure had a good time. And he was fun, man. We had cocktail hour yesterday. We had the Tall Boys, a Budweiser, and Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah, it was nice. Oh, yeah, it's a hoot, isn't it, Polly? It's a real hoot. Wild Bill, a fine male specimen and stuff. But a very good artist. And according to him, his wife gave up on him because he could never make it as an artist. I don't know whether that was a euphemism that I just want to goof off all day and push pencils around on paper, or whether he was really committed to being an artist. It's hard. Let's face it, being an artist is one of the hardest things that you can make money at. A lot of people are skilled. They make nice pictures, but is it real high art that people are going to pay? Your hangouts there. Yeah, thank you, hipster. I try to keep them that way. It's not that I don't like the drama, and I'll be commenting on a few things tonight on No Kelly channel on that. But certain people are predisposed, I think, to enjoy that more than I do. I mean, I like to be supportive of the people, but for me to be out on an adventure is so much more soul satisfying to me. But I understand people want to do different things and have different kind of fun. But you know, it just seems to me if you drag somebody today, then you get dragged tomorrow. It's just this back and forth, and you just never know. It's like it just reminds me of World War One, war without end, just back and forth, and just casualties just mounting year after year with nobody gaining anything. You know, take care, Nathan. Oh yeah, you like the way I yeah. I can shoot the shit with anybody because you meet people with respect. I don't ever, Cassidy, come down to somebody and assume that they're better than I am because their life circumstance, you know, sucked. There were very mellow people there, like Maddie, Jammin' Maddie. She was real sweet. She seemed real together, you know, and had her dog. She was a colorful person, but she's like, I don't do internet. I don't have a computer at home. I'm totally out of the loop. And I could tell that the quality of her life had not suffered one bit. Thank you, Papa Grizz. Nice to see you, sweetheart. I have very attractive purple titties. Well, oh yeah, I bet you do from your collision. Oh, yeah. Send me a picture. Okay, Joe Smith. I came here to see your adventure. Drama for me is a turn off. Well, it's just, I don't know if sometimes I enjoy, I mean, I know I create my own drama. I know, but I'm not going to go for false drama like being blocked off of RSN Live and stuff is probably just a contrived thing to, the hell with it. Doesn't mean that much to me anyway. You know, what's the point of it? A year from now, people will still be watching these Point Reyes stations videos on Bovine Bakery and the coolest old telephone booth in America. Thank you very much, Julie. You can hear Millie Vanilli. There. She's on the video. It's I just put it up a couple hours ago. It's called Cocktail. Grumpiest homeless guy in Point Reyes Station. It's at about the last 10 minutes of the stream there. Yeah. Best wishes. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear about the Mallory getting whacked. Somebody pulled out in front of her. Now, I don't know. I guess she was streaming at the time. You got to be very careful if you hit anybody. If you hit somebody from the behind, you know, I don't know how far out the person was. I don't know. You know, some people will be like, "Oh, you didn't have a safe following distance." Well, shit, the person pulled right out in front of me. You know. How you doing, Jen? What's going on, honey? Yeah, I hope Tasha's comment today. You better get that fucking code reader before I slap you upside your head. Like, I heard that, honey. I heard that. Woo. I'll be coming for your ass, Rosie, and giving you a beatdown. Hope you're doing good, Tasha. Nice to see you. She's like, yeah, really, Rosie. This is getting to be an old hoary chestnut here. Really? Shit. Yes, I came home. Missy Jen, of course, has everything in dynamite. Everything's good here. No, she's highly capable. I just worry about her having a fall and things. That's my big concern. So, sounds like an F-6. Yeah. You probably, hey, Harvey, how you doing? You probably know better than I do, Joey D, about aircraft. They all sound the same to me. Yeah, I can't. Tasha's forbid me from mentioning that again. So I'm going to slipping the gas cap on today. But I guarantee you this, Tasha. When your check engine light goes on in a car, it doesn't turn off unless one of two things: you reset the car or you solve the issue. And the fact that that check engine light goes off and the transmission light doesn't fire up again is proof positive that it's more has to do with, as I've always said, that gas cap issue. So we'll see what happens with the new cap here. I did go looking for Rosebud. No sign of her around the mission. There you go, Bluebird. I'll probably be over there tomorrow afternoon. I'll see if Rosebud's around. And then Friday, and believe it or not, next Wednesday we're off to Vegas. So Saturday will probably be my last trip down to Oakland, period. Because after Las Vegas, I'll be hit. My cat code goes on and off VW's temper. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so it goes on and off. I like Sammy Jackson's like just remove the lights, remove the engine light, check engine light, remove the just like before I sell my vehicle, I just remove all the lights. Oh yeah, those Chinooks are big, huh? Isn't it Chinooks the ones with the double blades on them or something? Nothing runs like a deer. The check engine light goes on. I take that ball back. There you go, Papa Grizz. See, Papa Grizz he's got that Ohio practicality going on. Problem solved. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Just put some black tape over it like I do. Yeah, they're the real big boys. Can you imagine the fuel consumption, the lifting power of those, what they used to call them, Hueys? Something back in the day. Unbelievable. U codes are the worst. I don't know. You know a lot more. I was, up till about 1975, I was great with cars. Before all the emission control, I rebuilt so many engines and rebalanced crankshafts, put new crank journal, oil bearings and shit in, rebuilt transmissions. Then after that, it just, it just got to be too much. Got to be too much. I just flipped a finger. How you doing, 180? Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's everything in 180 land? You ever think of getting a code? Well, that's what Tasha said. Get a fucking code reader. I'm gonna slap you upside your head so hard. Straighten your ass out once and for all. I'm watching it working. How you doing, Happy Meal? Nice to see you. I'll be talking about the van tonight as far as livability. I'm going to do a hangout later on the Rosie O'Kelly channel. My thoughts on van life and living. I'm pretty happy. So I'll give some feedback and some thoughts on some additional things that I need to do in the rig. One thing, you got rid of the horses. I was lost on the buggies. That's it. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a good rig for initial travel. I'm also going to update you guys on the drone situation and how impressed I am with that and the customer service of that compared to the usual bullshit that we're all used to today. The ridiculousness of like Pam's experience at the Verizon store. There's a video on my channel of 100 RF. Yeah, I heard that, Harvey. $9.99 on Prime. There you go. I was just like, no excuses now, even for a cheap fucker like you, Rosie. Simon, how are you doing, sweetie pie? Thank you. Made it home safe and sound. Just wanted to come on and have just a little low-key hangout this afternoon. I'm still kind of recovering from last night. Was kooky. It's kooky as hell, but you just sometimes I lose my shit. Like opening the car door while the alarm is on, and bam, bam, bam. Where are the keys? Oh, you guys told me to put it in the back. Yeah, last night. So thank you, Granny. I was very honored that you came on, that you were enjoying that last night. That's the way I want my all of my travels to be like that. Fun, people, adventures. Uh, yeah, and it was a good low budget. I think I spent 22. I think I spent $15 a day, and I did pretty good food wise. I had the special last night. You guys will see uploaded that. That was a really good deal. And then I had $8 for breakfast. $8 for breakfast today. So I think, did I eat the healthiest? No, but I didn't eat a shitload of stuff. When I'm on the road, I want to always try to eat healthy. That means in a month or two, Rosie will be opening Chef Boyardee, right, spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah, it gave me anxiety. Sometimes, yeah, just I wanted low key and relaxing. Yeah, colorful last night. Yeah, Breaking Bad is a good series. Also, Trailer Park Boys with Mr. Leahy. There's a shitstorm coming. What do you mean, Mr. Leahy? What are you talking about? You can smell it in the air bubbles. I got a nose like a shithole. There's a shitstorm coming. Oh, okay, Mr. Leahy. Thanks for the warning. Good old Bubbles. Yeah, his wife. Yeah, Rosie the comedian. How you doing, Light Switch? I just certain shows are kind of funny. I don't follow TV that much. I do watch old movies when I'm in when I'm in a watching mood. I think the other day I watched Life with Father with Irene Dunn and William Powell from 1947. A very young Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah, it was a good. That was a good movie. I don't find today's movies. I just don't find any appeal in the writing or the. I just don't find anything to really make it attractive to me. But that's just me. Yeah, I love the old movies. Like I said, it just seemed like people were much better writing, and the themes didn't have to always be so dark every day. Do you like South? Yeah, I'm not so much on musicals. Rodgers and Hammerstein. I mean, I enjoy Oklahoma, but I've never been a huge fan of mixing music with movie. I guess that's because I got overdosed on that shit, like The Sound of Mucus growing up, and Mary Poppins and Pollyanna. That's why I want to break out in song in the middle of the scariest situations, right? What's up, Rosie Leahy? How you doing, Pauline? Pauline's Pens. Nice. It's hard to find them. Love the old classmates. 80s TV. Yeah, I can't really watch. I think the last series I really enjoyed watching was like L.A. Law and Hill Street Blues. I think that just the writing was real good. The drama was well conceived. But that's just me. Yeah, how you doing, Mouse Toes? What's going on, sweetie? I haven't done a lot of wrenching on this channel. I don't really do that many hangouts. I don't have a lot of trolls come through ever. Like when you break out, yeah. When I'm nervous, Bluebird, if I'm feeling really under the gun, or I'm feeling like I'm in a situation where this street, like on Eddy Street down in San Francisco, or International Boulevard, or something in Oakland, and I'm feeling really stressed, and I'm feeling like I could be the object of a lot of mass attack, then I just have to break out in song to make myself look kind of nutty. So, oh, okay, that chick's a nut, you know. Back off. Yeah, survive Billy. Hashtag Billy 2019. Brockovich, how are you, beautiful? Yeah, we were happy to do. I was happy, Missy Jen. Um, did that very thoughtful thing. Gina, we are in now in daily contact with her, so we'll keep you apprised. Gina's a private person. She'll probably slug me for what I did already or what Missy Jen did, but it's okay. I mean, she's a sweetheart, you know, and she has, you know, her whole body's communication system is wrecked because of damage on her cervical spine, and losing the use of hands. It's traumatic. Yeah, it was kind of lit, wasn't that? That's fun. I mean, if you're not getting kicked out, if you're not getting a royal boot, if you're not meeting people, if you're not enjoying that street light, if you're in life, if you're not drinking in public places, woo, you're not you're not getting the full juice. Now, I'm not going to say Cassidy with her umbrella drink out there overlooking the beautiful Atlantic Ocean and Myrtle Beach. I'm not saying Cassidy doesn't live the life. You know, some steaks on the grill. You know, you can see her in her really nice white summer slacks and her very colorful top and her blonde hair just blowing in the ocean breeze, having a glass of a nice stem wine glass, having a nice Chablis rosé, or you know, a nice Merlot, watching that late afternoon light fade away. What a life, you know. Oh, thank you, Brockovich. Thank you. Hey, how you doing, Jesus the Destroyer? Nice to see you. Thank you. You met one of the A team. Hmm? Mr. T, I pity the fool. I used to thought George Peppard. Yes, he did, Bluebird. It was a very unfriendly Bart. He was unfriendly to quite a few people in there. Yeah, I don't know whether he was betting against the Warriors and betting on the Houston Rockets, but he was just generally pissed off last night. I'm thinking of George Peppard. Yeah, he was good. Breakfast at Tiffany's, the A team. I would have thought he would have gone farther in movies, but I don't know. And he didn't have that total naturalness of acting that, say, a Robert Redford. There was always just a slight twinge of things that you kind of knew he was acting. You know, you couldn't get totally absorbed in the role because of that. Well, it's hard. I mean, you look on paper at the Warriors team with Klay Thompson and Iguodala and Durant and Steph Curry. I mean, it's a lot of firepower they're bringing down there. Lawrence Tino and Muhammad Ali's bodyguard. Yeah, did you like that? Hey, Polly, how you doing, sweetie? Did you like that when I told I mentioned to Billy Boy? I said, I don't want to be a human skin lampshade if we hang out together. I think he thought he was going to sleep in the van last night. It reminded me of Elvis waddling down the road, except Elvis got in his van in Chicago, and here Billy Boy had to just waddle into the darkness. And it was funny when this early skunk was on there, it was going right down the path and then made a left turn into like the garden area where Billy Boy was sleeping. I could imagine that. Yeah, stage 4 Klinger. I think he had great expectations, but he was a nice guy. You know, I mean, when it all is said and done, everybody's got a story. At least Brockovich, he's like coherent. At least he can verbalize things. You know, some street people are just, their minds are so gone that it's just communication is not fun, and it's not, you know, there's nothing there. So yeah, so it's not always nice to be back on the Rancho. But do you guys ever have a certain spot you go to? Maybe it's a park in London, Polly, or someplace around the UK that you go to. It doesn't even have to be far away. It takes me about 50 minutes, 40, 50 minutes to get to Point Reyes, but it's such a different atmosphere, you know? It's it's such a counterpoint to this place, and they're a very accommodating town with great public restrooms, and nobody bothers anybody boondocking and stuff. It's just certain places that you enjoy hanging out. You know, and that's just, I find myself in there. I think I'd get bored after 2 or 3 days, but you know, for an overnighter, it's always great. Oh, Gualala, huh? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Polly the parrot. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can see the depth of the property here. Goes way back. Here, that's an apple tree in the corner. You love getting out of London, going to Berkshire. That's what I'm saying. So everybody's got their own. You know, Point Reyes Station is like my magical place. Elvis likes to hang around Devon Avenue and go up. We all have certain places that we feel very happy. Hello, cute kitty. Yeah, back on the Rancho again. You love apples, Polly. Yeah, this is called a Gravenstein, and it's a heritage variety that was made popular around the Santa Rosa, Sebastopol area here, and it's an excellent apple for eating, for baking, for saucing. The only thing it doesn't do well is ship well, and therein was the problem with the Gravenstein. It was just used for processing for applesauce and juice and things like that, but it was never a big eating apple. Yeah, small and quiet. I'm very glad that it's nice to be back. It's hard to believe this time next week we'll be on the Las Vegas adventure. That's really going to be something. Make sure that you're subscribed to both channels, the Rosie O'Kelly and the Rosie Murphy channel, because I'm trying to put balanced content up on both of them now, just to always have a backup channel just in case. Rosie Developing Property has tons of hidden costs. That's what we ultimately enjoyed. See, I had to think, Happy Meal. Missy Jen and I, we talk all the time. You know, should we move? Should we stay? Should we develop the back lot? But then I think, since I'm going to be traveling so much and Jen likes it at home, I like her to have that. I like her to have at least that buffer zone in the back, so that she can walk out there with the dog and walk out there with Georgie and just breathe and take in that view and just feel great. So yeah, there you go, Limo. Yeah, yeah. Apple and I will shit well there. Well, an apple day is supposed to be good for you. So yeah, Bluebird said I got one too. Makes good pies and applesauce and apple cake. Yeah, they're very good. They're very good. They have the stripes on them. They're a handsome apple. So we have pear, apple, cherry, peach, plum, two varieties of plum, two varieties of cherry. We have Valencia orange for juicing, Seville orange for making orange marmalade, and sour orange, Trovita orange, Washington navel, Robertson navel, uh, Meyer lemon tree. We got rid of the Kushu mandarin. That thing just too sensitive. And our persimmon tree is starting to come back. You'll never find that property again. Absolutely. You're correct, Happy Meal. I agree 100%. It really was very, very rough. I'm going to re-upload. I'm going to find on the drives. I'm not sure which drive it's on. I'm on drive number 4. I've got so much stuff. More time goes on, the better it'll be. That open space. Yeah, because they're just building all. Yeah, I'm going to be chooching in Vegas, Pauline. I will be spending some time and seeing Dave. I don't know how much time it'll be, but I do want to do some chooching. I have to also, I will be back in Vegas again on my own. So I don't want to run Bobby into the ground with chooching. I want to see Mr. Z, hang out with him. Hopefully we'll see Randy Vegas Vixen. Yeah, Vegas will be a lot of fun. So we'll just play it by ear. You know me, it's always fun stuff. Fire up a lot of live streams. Yeah, it'll be a good time. Be a good time. And then it's just a shame that Mallory's car situation came down. I hope the damage isn't too bad to that. Hoping. Good to hear the persimmons respond. They're tough trees. Yeah, as long as you have a big root structure below. Limo, I'm going to tell you, California really convinced me that you could really cut a tree down, and as long as you had that root structure below, that tree would try like hell to regenerate a canopy again. So she had, I think somebody pulled out in front of her, and I guess she's T-boned it or rear-ended it. I'm not sure which. Yeah, she seemed excited to go. Yeah. So he'll be hanging out, having a good time. Be hanging out with Vegas Vixen. Bobby will probably want to hang out and just drink, which is cool. So we shall see what the heck happens. Is Rory Vegas Bart? She's Vegas Vixen. Rory is Vegas Vixen. And then supposed to be meeting Cat too. I'm not. Bobby's gonna be. We're gonna be taking Bobby's Nissan truck. His quad. Very nice. I don't have the confidence yet to take the van. Although I took it on a 7,636 mile journey last year, and although I know 100% it's got to do with that stupid gas cap, I would not take it a great distance. That's why my first trip after Las Vegas is going to be down the California coast, because at worst I'll be 1 day away, all the way down from the Mexico border. I can drive home in 9 hours, 10 hours, so that's okay. Yeah, I don't want anybody to worry about all that stuff. So Bobby will have his rig. We'll be very comfortable. Grab a lot of beer, and I'm basically going to be drinking when I hit down there, just constant. Terrible when you lose. It is terrible, Harvey. Oh, Malibu in October. There you go. I'm trying to think if I'm going to be in October. I think we'll be in. I think I'll be in San Diego for 1 week, Brockovich. Wow, Malibu. Not surprising. The lovely Brockovich. Malibu, baby. There's a great restaurant that overlooks the water down there. I can't remember the name. I was there at Thanksgiving. Can't remember what the hell the name of it is. Man, that was beautiful to sit down there overlooking the ocean in Malibu. If you come to the West Coast, there's a lot up there. Jay Gray's Cameo. Yeah, there's a lot of us. Yeah, there's a lot of us up there. Yeah. Well, it's entirely possible, but they keep Malibu very. I think what I'd like to do, Brockovich, is put you on a separate visit. When we can just pot around and have some fun, and because I'm gonna be up and down in California a lot. Spending a lot of time in LA, a lot of time in San Diego, and some of the other. I guess I'll do Fresno. I'll do Modesto. To go a little ghetto and stuff. There's some towns like the hell's that one down there? Mendota. Look up Mendota, Mindota, Mendota. The agricultural chemicals have so fouled the water there that, wow, the Central Valley is just, tough living down there. Mendota. Yeah, Stellar and Bergs. Be wild to meet you, Happy Meal. We definitely party. Uh, I want to do just a ton of traveling. And then what happens when you travel a lot, you settle down and then you want to start having longer. That's when I'll do more streaming houses and things like go to Baton Rouge and or New Orleans and set up a streaming house. Do one in Tampa, one in Miami, Kansas City, just Chicago, all different kind of places, and spend more than 2 or 3 days there. Yeah, Stockton, Tracy. Oh, you can handle about 10 RVs. Wow, quite a setup you got. I guess I could put maybe 20, 25 RVs, double road back there, with a wide circle around for access. Pull to the center, hookups and stuff. The Rancho RV Park. Can you imagine that on a Friday and Saturday night? Good news is nobody would ever call the cops. People could be lit on fire in the alley and the cops wouldn't come. I could hook up the streaming house down. Oh, yeah, that's cool. See the Louisiana. That's the city, that's the state that I went to that I have the highest desire to go back and spend time. Texas and Louisiana, and to some extent Mississippi through there. Florida, it's either retirees or vacationers in Florida and stuff. So I've been all over Florida for years. Naples, Sarasota, Fort Myers. Rolling, go around, even to show that. Oh, you have a standing invite, Happy Meal. We put you up. Plug you in. We got 240 here we run the still off of that. I'm going to have the boss put an external plug, an external outlet for 242 here. 50 amp service. Yeah, see, I'm kind of one of those weird people that I enjoyed. I got more out of Baton Rouge. I loved Baton Rouge, just the genteel, the history, the the plantations, just the whole life thing there. And I figure no matter where I am, every third night I'll be in a hotel somewhere just to get ultra cleaned up, get everything charged up well, and I really don't want to carry a generator with me. Yep, we ate at TNS, TNA, which is it was a barbecue place. I had an alligator. It's the home of the LSU Tigers. There, it was delicious. It was great. And what was really weird was just how integrated it was. When you grow up in Baltimore, you would never find a bar that was like mixed black and white. But I remember walking into that bar and just saying, "Wow, this is like it's like fully integrated down here." That's the thing that struck me most walking in there. I'd never seen that much in my life. Into the West Coast is where wilderness and camping. The electrician would come around. This was Harvey. I don't know why you just don't just do it yourself. It's not that hard. Why wait on these guys? Just get some armored conduit and just run it under there. Waiting on these guys. Just find another electrician and just get it done, man. It's like, why, draw it out. It would drive me crazy. Yeah, you should give it a go. All you're doing is following the color scheme for what's existing on the runner cables there. The house is off and just run the new cables to the breaker box. I guess they use breaker boxes there or fuse boxes. Oh, you got new Susie. How you doing, honey? Got new panties, huh? Is Harvey sharing panties with you? Yeah, if I was over there, I'd have no hesitation doing that. I'd have a go. I'd have a good go at that. I have to pull to get it. Let me ring your beer tour. Wow, 20 people. Olympia. That's a good beer. I probably haven't had an Olympia in 25 years, but as I recall, that was a good beer. I wouldn't mind trying that. I'm going to get back to trying different beers too. I've gotten into this groove of not dark beer, but just it's either Michelob Ultra or Coors Light, or once in a while a dark beer. Yeah, I wish you could beam me over too. Robert's coming up Sunday. Handsome Robert. We're gonna give him a spaghetti feed here. I may make some meatballs. I got some more beef and sausage thaw out that's in the freezer. May make some meatballs. I know I'm going to make some Italian bread. I'll probably live stream it. And then he's picking up his stereo unit. I'm glad to get it out of here because it's too fucking heavy. It's too dangerous to have it around. A unit that's worth well over $2,000, $2,500. Oh, thank you, Carla. How are you? I remember the old German beer, Simon. Simon, growing up in Baltimore, I went to school with a kid named Frank Gunther. His family made their money in Gunther beer, and then they went into hardware. He had Gunther beer, Arrow beer, American beer, and National beer were the four big breweries in Baltimore. of which only National Beer is left. There might be a microbrewery or something. That was a lot. That's because there were a ton of Germans settled into Baltimore. They came over from Hamburg and those ports. A lot of immigrants. Yeah, I was boondocking, Susie. Just the fucking gas cap is shitty. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of color. Bring Harvey to America. GoFundMe. That'd be it. I think a lot of people would kick in. I'd love to be hanging with Harvey down, and my goal is to get a place for a month in San Diego and just extract every bit of fun out of that. You know, Pacific Beach or something like that. Just be like an old beach bunny there, hanging out on the daily, going fishing, just finding a good place for a streaming house. And be great. I don't really I've never used beer in my cooking. No, I haven't. I have not. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the white balance on the computer. I don't feel like I'm red at all. I don't feel hot at all. I've just been getting a lot of sun, been hanging outside. I use beer on that. I mean, tell you whether because you get entertained. Seems like micro beer's taking over the planet. Baltimore, Hagerstown has one scheduled to get one before. Oh, in Cumberland. Yeah, and you know, I'm more about lager beers. I'll be honest with you guys. JK likes IPA, Lagunitas IPA. It's okay. I just something about the taste. I like a lager beer. You know, I've been watching Steeds to Freedom through Stuttgart and all these different places and all the delicious looking beers that he's drinking for the equivalent of like, I don't know, what, half a quid a pint or something. Juice, what's going on? A burning bag. Go down the gun range. I would do a lot better ones. I'm used to weapons in the past. There you go. I'm going to get back on the beer trail of trying different beers. But if I'm out boondocking and stuff, I just want to go to beer. No, that's not the time I want to experiment. Plus, restaurants are they're so fucking expensive for beers now. $6, $6, $7, $8. No wonder restaurants are under pressure in America these days. Cheers, Juice. Restaurants are definitely under pressure these days. Also, we're just the worker shortage is killing so many places now. Not enough workers in the world. What the hell this thing is? Send me that kind of crazy shit. See. What is it? Yeah, I like a dark beer. I like a Guinness Stout once in a while. But I don't like those kind of dark beers really cold. I like them just kind of chilled. I don't like them like most of my beer. I like super duper cold. Fuck, I'm gonna get a beer right now. Gina's doing okay. You know, she's got a long road to recovery. I'll be right back. I want a beer. Yeah, it's 3:30. Cocktail time. Woo. Couple crackers. I didn't really eat lunch today. Let's see. Would you hear something noisy? I'll tell you, once it gets on about 4 o'clock and that ocean breeze comes in, forget about it. You're so sweet, Alan Gold. Where's Mike Frederick today? Cobra John. I love our ocean breeze. That's why we don't need air conditioning here. My gas and electric bill in summer is about $45 a month. He was banished to Siberia. Mike Frederick, aka Alan Gold. Cheers, everybody. Do you ever get spooked by somebody you meet, like feel like you want to split? I would say no, Susie, because I'm extremely perceptive about judging people very fast. You know, I'm very good at sniffing out if something's going good or if something's not going to go. I can cut it off real quick. I think that's definitely a skill to be able to do that. How you doing, Classy? Nice to see you, honey. Cheers, everybody. Michelob Ultra, 95 calories. Yeah, it's very cool, but if that ever happens, like I said, where I was born and raised in Baltimore. I got pretty good street smarts about stuff. I'm not saying I want to go hang on the ghetto in Monroe Street in Baltimore, or Cherry Hill, or Pimlico, and sit there fucking around with people in the dark at night. So, you know, that's not. You know, I don't always want to do. You know, I want to see some nice things too. So, cheers, everybody. This is my Susie girl. This is my kind of speed today on this hangout. Nice and relaxing. Yeah, funny. Last night, I don't know whether I slept well or not. You know, isn't that weird to say? I mean, it was cold. I think I started rousting about 8 o'clock or so after my skunk encounter. I never knew some skunks were so fucking big, man. They're like big, big ass things. Yeah, I'll sleep well tonight. Bye, Simon. Cheers, sweetie pie. Can't wait to hang with Simon in Cumberland, Maryland. Cool mountain town. I can't wait to see what they did downtown to. Lots of good chooching around there. Probably go from Cumberland to Harper's Ferry. That area. You sleep well when you're tipsy? Yeah, that's it. The only Happy Meal said Cumberland, Maryland was very laid back. It's a very laid back. It's a cool little town. Got the B&O running through. Yeah, it's a cool place. I like it. Do you have any time frame? I'll be coming through Maryland in August, September, in that time frame. Or it might be July. I mean, I always seem to hit there at the most horrendously hot times and stuff, but I think there's some people that'll put me up along the way or just let me overnight or something. Yeah. I think skunks are beautiful looking. They look very majestic to me. I don't know why they're always such carriers of rabies, though. I don't know. But they're very majestic. I'd like to have a little baby skunk as a pet that had it had its firepower removed. You know, it had its ordnance removed. I love the hospitality in Maryland, sweet, but no BS. Yeah, it was especially the Eastern Shore. I want to take a place down in Ocean City, Maryland, for a month. I want to do an Airbnb down there in summertime, do crabbing, fishing, just hang out. It's a different kind of vibe. Assateague Island, Ocean City, Fenwick Island, Delaware, Bethany, Rehoboth. Yeah, get that stink sack. Yeah, I love them. You know, I think skunks are just so cool looking with their black little faces and their big bushy tails. I'm hoping I can convince Missy Jen, because let me put it this way: Missy Jen will never stay a night. I'm never going to have her stay a night in the van. So if I can encourage her to go to like Maryland to take a month on the eastern shore of Maryland and use that, you know, a place in Ocean City, Maryland as a jumping off point for exploring the eastern shore and stuff, then I would make sure when we're traveling to that we would have a hotel every night, you know, so she could be comfortable. We really like those Hyatt Place. They were really good. And that way you get across in 5 days, and that's comfortable. But she did 17 days of travel, which was a lot, but she had a great time. Reno, Denver, Colorado Springs, Kansas City, Columbus, Baltimore, Greenville, Jacksonville, Tampa, Tallahassee, New Orleans, San Antonio, El Paso, Yuma, San Diego, and then back home. So still had that light come on. It was good for the first 30 miles, and then just stopped over, put the cap on, and then just the engine light was on and came home with it. So I have the new gas cap, Cobra John, and I'm almost guaranteeing that's going to fix the problem here. So I'm gonna install that. I'm almost guaranteeing you, my friend, that that's going to fix the problem. Does Jen need a quality? Yes, she needs a quality sleeping surface. Yeah. We need to change out the mattress to get something that's much softer. You know, when you're younger, they tell you get a firm mattress for support. And then I think when you get older, you know, that hardness works against you. It's like you ever stay at some hotels, they're so very soft and comfortable with the bedding. Yeah, I've been on that. I've actually been on that ferry from Lewis to Cape May. I've been on that ferry before. That's cool. That goes across Cape Henlopen. That's a nice trip. And also, yeah, going down through the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel down there. But I wanted the Lower Eastern Shore to show you guys the places I know: Betterton, Maryland; Chestertown, Maryland; uh, uh, Salisbury, Snow Hill, Crisfield, St. Michael's. There's so many beautiful places on the Eastern Shore. Smith Island. So many epic. I have so much to show you guys of this country. It's going to be unbelievable. Okay, Susie says she has extra firm. See, I need extra soft now. I just want to. I never had a back problem in my life. And you'll say, well, that's because you always had a firm mattress. Well, maybe so. But I like to, you go to some hotels sometimes and it's so comfortable. A memory foam mattress topper makes a difference. Yeah, we have a mattress topper. I just want to be sleeping on a cloud. It's very firm in the van, so I'm like a back sleeper in there. The van's good for one person. It's okay. Comfortable nights. If it's not too humid, it's okay to sleep out there. You know? No, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Assateague Island is nice. Just the big horse flies get to be a little much out there. Unspoiled wilderness. Oh, you slept on floors, air beds. I need support. Yeah, I need softness now. If it's not soft enough, then I get like a neuropathy like this. I can basically sleep on anything. There you go. That's a military guy right there. Beaches, woods. Floor beds are awful, awful, awful. Yeah. We have a layer of gym mats, and there's all kinds of padding in the van. It makes it nice. I mean, I've not felt uncomfortable as long as I have my pillows in there, and it's just sure as hell can't be in there at winter time. But 9 months of well, you don't want to be in there in the raging heat and humidity. There's no fan or anything. Yeah, they always leak. Who came up Tara last time? She's like, oh man, I'd end up on the floor in the morning. Hopefully this one will be better up here. What a beautiful day. Las Vegas, baby, bright lights shining, gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole baba doo, baba boo boo boo, baba boo 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 boo, la da doo boo 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 boo. I never had a waterbed. I don't think I ever slept a night on a waterbed in my life. Oh, last year Sleeping in Suites in Cumberland had the best mattresses. Okay. Only 1 week to go. Some of the airbags have memory foam already built in and they're adjustable for the firmness. Yeah. Problem with them, Simon, is they always seem to develop like micro leaks to them. 1 week to go. Yeah, I've never had sex on a waterbed, juice. The motion of the ocean. I think I'm better on a stable platform. It's like if I want if I want to surf, leave it to Juice, man. Juice is getting wild and out here. God, that stupid thing finally finished processing. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, so tonight on the O'Callaghan channel, I'm just going to have a short hangout talking about, my thoughts on updating the drone, which was impressive, I have to say. Updating the drone, updating the travel stuff, a few other things in the community too. And then trying to talk about Las Vegas coming up too. Seeing what that's going to be about. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna split the time up there. Would have been nice. Yeah. Okay. Take care, Joey D. Oh, car show at Mel's tonight. Awesome. Enjoy, Joey. Our big car show here is on Father's Day. Down at Juilliard Park, we have a big car show down there. It really feels like spring, summer now. It's so lovely. Yeah. So as far as Jen, I think if I can get Jen to like Maryland and then get a place long term, she's good. And George, what we don't want to do is have Missy Jen just be constantly living in a van, or if she's in a comfortable hotel for the 5 days it gets to go there, then she has 30 days to chill out. Then I think it's all good. And I think that's very doable. It's just you cannot sustain things day after day after. Although she was a trooper, she had a good time, but I wouldn't do that again to her. I'd have her in a stable location for a long period of time so she could unpack and be very comfortable and not have to worry about anything. Because I would like to show her. Maryland and Western Maryland, the beauty of Western Maryland, Harper's Ferry, Cumberland, over the Eastern Shore, the land of pleasant living, where in Kentucky they have Maryland fried chicken. In Maryland they have Kentucky fried chicken. Go figure. Eastern Shore hospitality, Smith Island, Snow Hill, Nanticoke, Salisbury, Tillman Island, Easton, St. Michael's, did I say that? Chestertown, beautiful place, Chestertown, Cambridge, Maryland. So many cool places. If you have a minute in your day to check your message on, and not the one I already sent, but the one I'll be saying. Okay. All right, Simon, I will definitely do that. So I will definitely check my message. I'm kind of behind. Oh, isn't that sweet, Lady Di? That's sweet. Yeah, if you have a place to offer just for an overnight, I don't take up a lot of room. For a night, that would be great. Keep the expense down a little bit. You can keep your bedroom door locked or unlocked as you see fit. Oh, yeah, I hope so too. Yeah. Yeah. I think she'd like to also spend a significant, we need to spend a lot of time down in her old stomping grounds of Clinton, Missouri, down to her. I think she'd enjoy that very much, being there for. I'm just, Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Oda? It's no big. I'm very. I'm just having a nice low key hangout, just chilling out, talking about a state of things. Honey, ain't no big deal. Nothing going on here today. Nothing going on here. Just chilling out. I'm trying to decide whether I slept good last night or not. It's weird. Have you ever seen the casket? I've never seen. Nope. I've never been north of. I'm not talking about for changing planes and stuff. I've been through Vancouver, but as far as really being on the ground, I've never been north of Northern California. No, I don't have a headache. Nope, feeling pretty good. It just got a little chilly. I had some sun today, so I don't. I rarely get headaches. I'm pretty lucky. I think I had a thyroid infection, or else it's transitioning off injectable estradiol to back to pill form. I think that fucked with my system a little bit. So things are coming back to normal now. Grapes the size of cherry tomatoes, and yeah, everything's getting bigger now in the way of fruit. Susie, it's all Frankenfruit now. The size of it. Look at the size of apples and oranges. Everything's just Frankenfruit. Love the coastline all the way up. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's what I want to do. Route 1 up through Grants Pass and make the way north. Ashland, Ocean Beach. Make the way up to Washington State and the Columbia River and all that. Spend some time in Seattle. Yeah, it's beautiful. I know. Less trashed out. Yeah. That's cool. Susie's like, I almost farted. Yeah, I think Oregon. A lot of Californians have moved up to Oregon. I'm always impressed how much of California's coastline is protected. How undeveloped it is. Moving on that way myself. Oh, you're moving up that way yourself eventually. Oh, that's cool. I always have a dream to be down in SoCal. That's my dream. Little place called Manchester. Where is that? Oregon? Where's that? Oregon or Manchester, Washington? Manchester, Washington. Oh, that's near Bremerton. 5,400 people. Manchester was public clear. Bainbridge Island in the background. History. Established in the 1860s and was originally known as Brooklyn. Changed to Manchester in 1892 in honor of Manchester, England. Looks like an interesting place. Definitely looks interesting. Less trash. Yeah, small place. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I wonder how you come up with something like that. You know. Port Orchard, Gig Harbor. Yeah, I'm more like a SoCal beach gal. That's more like my thing, like San Diego and Pacific Beach and places like that. I love that area down there. Love that area down there. Well, anyway, guys, it is 4 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. So I will see you all later on. Thanks for being along, a mellow hangout. Thanks for all your well wishes. Thank you for last night. Those of you who checked in and commented about, Billy Boy and all that, really appreciated you guys being on. Thanks so much and enjoy the rest of your day.